All right, so we're going to jump right in with your email questions that you've sent to our chat room. Jess says, I have an extremely overprotective mother who refuses to accept the fact that I'm growing up. I'm 19 years old, but she won't let me go anywhere or do anything. I have very few friends, and I'm lonely and depressed. I talked to my mom about this, but she refuses to listen. I know God has plans for me, but I feel like I'll never be able to fulfill his purpose for my life with my mom standing in my way. What do I do?
Is Jess a he or a she?
Jess sounds like a girl. Jess. Sounds like a girl, like Jessica. Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? I did a man like Jess Parker or something. It's Fess Parker. Okay. You're living at home. Unfortunately, you haven't got a job, and really the time's come to move out. You know, it's a difficult thing. The Bible says we should honor our mother and father and give weight to what they have to say. Your mother is obviously hurting you. Maybe she thinks she's doing something good for you. Possibly you could get a pastor or some trusted advisor to go to your mother, some adult, and say, Mrs. whatever her name is, what you're doing with your daughter is wrong. You're stifling her creativity. Now, Jess, you need to go to school, maybe to college. You need to get a job. If you're 19, you ought to do something and get out of the house. But you don't want to rebel against your mother. That won't be cool. But see if you can't. The other thing is, listen to what she says, but don't talk back to her, and go ahead and do what God's showing you. But it's a difficult situation, and the mother ought to know better. The best thing for parents, ladies and gentlemen, you parents, is you gradually give freedom more and more as the children get older, and before long they're free. Yeah. But you wean them away from you onto Jesus, so that they're listening to him instead of you. That's what I try to do with my children, and hopefully they learn from it.
Good advice. That was good advice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, it's, you know, like you wean a baby, a child and a parent, your relationship evolves and it changes. So, you know, at one point, you may just become friends and friends. But yeah, move out of the house. Right. That's a good idea. Steve says, we just got a new puppy. When I took him to the vet for his first checkup, they were really pushing us to get the dog microchipped in case he gets lost or stolen. I'm afraid this could be another sign of Big Brother. What do you think?
Big Brother has to do with people, not dogs. So a microchip in your dog is not the worst thing in the world. So if you lose him, depends on how, I mean, if he's a little mutt, I mean, so if you lose him, tough luck. But I mean,
Pat, you can't say it's a mutt, tough luck. I have a little baby cockapoo.
Did you get him a chip put in him?
No.
You see, you don't care.
I do care. That's not true. Did you get a chip in blue?
Well, the people who got him just got a chip in him because they won't take him to the Cayman Islands. They have to have chips before they let him into the country.
All right.
I think it's a good idea. It's a good idea to have an animal like this. I mean, whatever. You love him, whatever his background. He may be a rescue dog, but you still love him. And a chip's not going to hurt. No, it's not a sign of Big Brother. It's a sign of you want to get your dog back. All right.
That's true. Identification, that if the dog goes a running, they can find a who, mom, pa. All right, Ann says, my friend believes we should tithe on our Social Security checks. However, I don't think it's necessary because all the years I was employed, I tithe on my gross salary. Wouldn't I be tithing twice on the same money? That's a good question.
Oh, come on. You're not dealing with a Philadelphia lawyer. It's the money coming to you. You love the Lord, and you want to continue to give to him. And, you know, you give out of the love of your heart. You don't give because of some rule that says you must do this. And I'm going to calculate what it was 20 years ago when I was tithing on my salary, and therefore I don't owe any now. Nah. Give out of the abundance of your heart from a joyful heart, period.
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 Here's a question from Susie who says, the Bible says knock and the door will be opened. I think God opened a door for me and I missed it. Will God open another door for me? That's an interesting question, Pat. What do you think?
Well, I tell you what, a lot of times opportunities come to us and we ignore them, and we lose out. And yes, he'll give you more opportunities, but you may have missed something, a blessing. He's got blessings for you behind those doors, and if you lose the blessing, yes, he's had more blessings, but you may have something special. He might have a special opportunity, and you turned him down. So I don't know what to say, except, well, are there more opportunities? Of course there are. God is infinite, and he will continue to give you opportunities. But when he sends them, be sensitive enough to recognize what it is and then rejoice that you have received it. Last question.
Very good. Chris says, I've been searching for a job for 2 years, but no one will hire me. My prayers aren't being answered. What happened to God's promise, and how long should I wait?
Richie, you need to think what it is that you're asking for. You know, people aren't interested in your problems. An employer wants to know what you're going to do to help him. And so you study the business you want to work at, and you say, here's how I can contribute something to the profit of that company. I can make their product better. I can speed up their production line. I can be more efficient in delivering their products to their customers. Whatever it is, you think of ways how you can help them, and you say, Mr. Smith, I'm here because I believe I can be an assistance to you in your task, and here's what I'll do. But at the same time, speak favor. Keep that one word in mind. And when you pray, say, God, give me your favor. When you go to bed at night, when you wake up, say, I have the favor of the Lord. In the afternoon, you say, I have the favor of the Lord. When you go to see an employer, I have the favor of the Lord. And the favor of the Lord will cover you. And when you walk into some employment area, you will have favor surrounding you because God will give you his favor. But a few things like that. That'll help you. All right.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
You did good today.
Oh, I'm so glad.
All right.
Thank you.